Okay, so get this.
August 2023.
Right after that whole Curve exploit thing blows over, right?
Curve's founder, Mikhail Egorov,
He's selling off these chunks of CRV
at $1.40 each.
in these OTC deals.
Okay.
But here's the catch.
The market price?
Was almost $1.50.
Wow.
So why sell it what looks like a major discount, right? What's
Yeah.
the angle?
That's what we're diving into today, right here in the deep dive.
We're going way beyond just like who bought what.
Because with the help of some seriously cool on-chain analysis,
We're going to unpack the why behind these big moves.
I like it.
It's like peeking behind the curtain of a high-stakes poker game.
We get to see the players, we get to see their hands.
See their strategies.
Remember, this is DeFi.
Anyone could have snagged that CRV.
Right.
These weren't your average Joe.
We're talking like major players, DeFi whales making waves.
DeFi whales, yep.
So who are these whales?
And what can we learn from their moves?
Let's start with,
Justin Sun.
okay,
Huge name.
known for his
Bold bets, right?
bold bets, yeah.
His wallet, we're talking 0x3 DDFA for you on-chain sleuths out there.
Scooped up a bunch of CRV.
And guess what?
What?
He's not only held on to it.
He's actually bought more since then.
Interesting.
That's what I think is so fascinating about this.
It suggests that Sun, right,
With his finger on the pulse of the crypto world,
sees long-term value in Curve.
even after all the drama.
Yeah.
And remember,
He's also heavily invested in Tron.
another ecosystem that's trying to revolutionize traditional finance.
Okay.
This tells me he sees parallels, right?
Like, maybe he believes Curve could be a major player in the future of DeFi?
Okay.
So, Justin Sun.
Bullish on Curve.
But he's not the only one making moves.
We also have what appears to be Wintermute's wallet.
Okay.
0x4D345
Stepping into the ring,
initially.
they moved their CRV into voting escrow. Quick explainer for our listeners.
This essentially means they're locking up their tokens to gain voting rights.
Right.
In how Curve is run.
But here's where it gets really interesting.
In March 2024,
Those same tokens.
ended up on Coinbase.
Interesting. Now,
Wow.
we need to be careful about jumping to conclusions here.
But this does seem to line up with Wintermute's typical behavior.
Okay.
They are known as a market maker,
Meaning they provide liquidity.
and they help facilitate trading.
So they're greasing the wheels. Greasing the wheels. Their activity could simply be them doing what they do best, right?
Keeping the market moving,
So is this a sign of confidence in CRV?
or just business as usual for a whale like Wintermute.
It's hard. It's really hard to say.
It's almost impossible to say for sure.
But wait.
There's more.
Oh.
Remember DCF GOD?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the one with the wallet address that sounds like a cheat code.
Hmm?
0YFAF4FC4.
They initially scooped up 4.25 million CRV.
And while they still have a good chunk of it,
Our on-chain analysis uncovered something really juicy.
really,
They offloaded some of those tokens.
you guessed it, Wintermute.
Wow.
This is where things get really interesting.
Because it shows us that these OTC deals, they aren't just isolated events.
They create this whole ecosystem of trading and maneuvering.
Even amongst those who bought in at what seemed like a discount.
Right?
It's like a spider web
Of connections and strategies playing out.
right in front of us.
It's like these DeFi whales are playing 4D chess
Uh-huh.
while we're just trying to figure out how the pieces move.
I know, right?
And believe me.
The board is bigger than you might think.
Oh.
We've got DWF Labs.
They racked up a massive 12.5 million CRV,
Whoa.
holding some,
Strategically moving others.
hedging their bets, so to speak.
Oh, right.
And then you've got Cream Finance.
They took a different approach.
They scooped up 2.5 million CRV,
Immediately locked it up for 6 months.
and then boom,
On February 1st, 2024, they sold it all
all of it
through CowW protocol.
for USDC and USDT.
Hold on.
CowW protocol.
Yeah, I think a quick explanation is, in order for our listeners who might not be familiar with that one, CowW protocol.
Or Coincidence of Wants protocol.
It's basically a decentralized exchange
That helps traders find and execute trades directly with each other.
without having to go through a centralized order book,
This makes it super efficient.
and often cheaper for large trades,
Okay.
which is likely why Cream Finance chose to use it.
Uh-huh.
So Cream Finance.
They're all about that buy, lock, unlock, sell strategy.
It seems so.
Fascinating to see such different approaches.
Even amongst these major players,
I think it's a clear sign.
that there's no one-size-fits-all strategy in DeFi.
Everyone's got their own game.
Their own reasons.
Okay, so
We've got these DeFi heavyweights, right?
moving millions of CRV.
Each with their own playbook.
But the real question is,
What are they playing at?
What's the bigger picture here?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It's like they're placing bets on the future of DeFi itself.
Okay.
And to understand those bets,
We need to look beyond just CRV.
remember back in 2023?
All the hype was around LSDFi, liquid staking derivatives finance.
Oh yeah, LSDFi. The idea of making your staked assets actually do something, not just sit there.
That felt like it. Yeah.
The next big thing.
It was a game changer in theory. Being able to earn staking rewards.
While simultaneously using those same assets.
For lending, borrowing, you name it.
Okay. In practice, a lot of those early LSDFi projects,
They stumbled.
too much hype, not enough substance.
In a nutshell.
Yeah.
Some had shaky tokenomics.
Others ran into arbitrage issues or got bogged down with hidden fees.
Good idea.
Bumpy start.
Okay.
But you're saying it's not the end of the story.
Not even close.
Yeah.
This is where those CRV OTC deals
Start to make even more sense.
Okay.
See, while some were busy chasing the LSDFi hype train.
Others, maybe our whales included, were already looking ahead to what's next.
And what's next is even bigger.
What's next?
Think restaking.
Restaking.
So staking on top of staking.
Okay. That sounds intense.
It is, but in a good way. Imagine taking your staked ETH, which is already earning you rewards, and using it as the base layer.
To secure other projects.
It's like renting out the security of your crypto.
Wait, so if I stake my ETH in one of these restaking protocols,
Someone else can use it to help secure their project.
that's wild.
It is wild.
And it's attracting some serious attention.
Projects like Eigenlayer, Cambrian, Babylon Chain.
They're all building out this restaking ecosystem.
Okay.
And it could change everything.
Okay, I'm officially intrigued.
But how does this tie back to our CRV whales?
Think about it.
These whales,
They're not just looking at today's price charts.
they're trying to predict the future of DeFi.
Okay.
What if some of them believe that Curve
As a core DeFi protocol,
will play a crucial role in this new restaking landscape,
what if they're accumulating CRV now?
in anticipation of it becoming even more valuable as restaking takes off?
So they're betting on Curve's future.
But not just Curve in isolation.
Right.
They're betting on Curve as a key player.
In a DeFi ecosystem that's rapidly evolving.
Who embrace restaking.
Exactly.
It's like they're playing a different game entirely.
One with much higher stakes.
And
This is why it's so important.
to understand these macro trends in DeFi,
LSDFi may have been the buzzword of 2023.
but the real game changer
The one that's quietly being built right now.
could be restaking.
So,
Are you saying that all those who bought CRV OTC are in on this restaking secret?
not necessarily.
What, it's a reminder.
That there are different levels to this game,
Some are playing for quick profits,
while others are making strategic moves.
based on their understanding of where DeFi is headed.
And that's what separates the whales from the minnows.
It's not just about how much crypto you have.
It's not just about the money,
It's about understanding the game
the players.
and anticipating the next move.
Precisely.
And sometimes
Those moves are happening right under our noses,
hidden in plain sight.
within those cryptic on-chain transactions.
It takes a bit of digging, a bit of analysis.
But the
That'd
insights...
be incredibly valuable.
All right, so we've been on this, incredible journey.
Through the on-chain rabbit hole of CRV OTC deals,
It's been a wild ride.
we've talked about whales and strategies.
And even dipped our toes into, the future of DeFi with restaking.
The future is now.
But now, for the million-dollar question,
Okay.
what does all this mean?
For you, our listener,
Here's the thing.
even if you're not
Dropping millions on OTC deals or anything,
right.
this whole CRV saga, it holds some seriously valuable lessons.
For anyone,
Navigating the crypto waters.
hit me with that wisdom.
First off,
It highlights just how crucial context is.
okay,
Remember.
those CRV sales, they happened right after the Curve exploit, right?
Right.
Igorov was likely under pressure to raise funds.
Fast.
Yeah.
Knowing that backstory, it helps us understand why those deals went down.
At what seemed like a discount. It
Yeah.
wasn't just about the price, right?
It's about the bigger picture.
So lesson one,
Yeah.
right?
Don't just look at the numbers.
Understand the story behind them.
Exactly.
What else?
This whole deep dive.
It's basically a giant neon sign flashing. DeFi is constantly evolving.
Okay.
What worked in 2023 might be gathering dust in 2024.
Remember that LSDFi hype?
I do.
Now, restaking is like stepping into the spotlight.
So we got to be adaptable, right?
Yeah.
Stay informed, be ready to adjust our strategies.
As the DeFi landscape shifts,
100%.
this is starting to sound less like the Wild West.
And more like a high-speed game of chess.
Uh-huh.
You've got to be thinking several moves ahead.
It's a good analogy.
And it brings us to our final...
Provocative thought
Okay.
for our listener.
Imagine for a moment.
That you had the chance to buy CRV OTC today,
Okay.
knowing what you now know.
About those deals and the evolution of DeFi.
The potential of restaking.
Would you take that deal?
Whoa. Okay.
That's a tough one.
On the one hand,
CRV's been through the ringer, right?
it has.
But it's still a core DeFi protocol.
And those whales, right, with their insider knowledge?
They seem to be betting on its long-term potential.
Right.
But on the other hand,
New players are emerging every day.
restaking is just one example of how DeFi is constantly reinventing itself.
Okay.
Where would you place your bets?
It all boils down to
Your own risk appetite.
your investment goals
And how much you believe in the future.
of Curve and DeFi as a whole.
And that, my friend, is the beauty of it all, right? There's no right or wrong answer.
Exactly.
There's no crystal ball, right?
It's a journey of discovery
Learning and making the best decisions you can.
with the information you have.
Well said.
This deep dive has given me a serious case of information overload.
In the best way possible.
Haha.
I think I need to go back and listen to it all again.
That's what we like to hear,
Our goal here on the deep dive,
is to equip you
with the knowledge and insights.
to confidently navigate this exciting, ever-evolving world of DeFi.
And remember,
You don't need to be a whale to swim with the big fish.
just keep your eyes open, your mind sharp,
And always be ready.
for the next deep dive.